Well, here we are back again. About 4 hours later and 10 episodes deep. It's all over. And I'm just like, What's going on, my YouTubers, subscribers, Bat fans? I hope you guys are still having a great Thursday because Batman, the Cape Crusader is officially on Amazon Prime Video now for everybody to watch. Just watch all 10 episodes back again. And is it any better since episode 1? To be honest with you guys, like I said, I literally binge watched the entire season 1, all 10 episodes. And I'm here to tell you, like, the last 2 episodes, like, the only good ones. Don't get me wrong, there's kind of good episodes here and there sprinkled throughout, but, like, for, like, a total binge watch, especially somebody coming off of, like, watching The Boys and shit, last Amazon superhero show, just left with this kind of just like, well, I ain't getting them 5 hours back. There is some good things that happen with it. Like I said, I feel like the last 2 episodes are like the ones kind of worth talking about because I feel like those were the best episodes after episode 1. Episode 1 was like pretty much like everything you saw in the trailers. Like, okay, cool, Batman, Rupert Thor, and the Penguin, female Penguin, battle against Gotham. Yeah, that first episode was just like episodic stuff, like new Freak of the Week and shit. It didn't really feel too interconnected. It was just like, oh, certain character would just keep popping up in every episode until it's kind of like, yeah, in the last season finale, then they all come together. Did we need those other 10 episodes? No. Let's just dive into it. Let's talk about season 1 of the Batman Cape Crusader on Amazon right now. Let's just talk about it. Is it worth watching? Well, here we go. Shorter answer is, like I said, if you are a Batman fan, of course you're going to watch it. You're going to watch it. You're going to watch anything with the Batman. I'm just saying, me personally, I'm just kind of like looking back. I felt like not really. I feel like they really hit home in the last 2 episodes. The last 2 episodes really have to do with Harvey Dent's character, his transformation into Two-Face. The people who did Batman, the animated series, and they did that story with Two-Face really well in that. I felt like that was like the animated series story-wise, like creeping into this new series. Like that's when it was shining and shit. I was like, yeah, this is really done really good. And I liked it. I like the new kind of take what they did with Harvey Dent with the duality and stuff like that. But again, you have to wait till the last 2 episodes to get it. The episodes were just pretty much Freak of the Week. Like I said, we got Catwoman. She was in an episode. You're thinking like, oh, she's going to be a recurring character? Nope, she's gone. Okay, we got some of the Robins in there, you know. We got them. They going to be a thing. Oh, gone next episode. So just a lot of things were just like, it's just, they were there. And then they were gone. Again, how about the Batman? Did he get better in the later episodes? And I feel like, it's just kind of more so the Bruce Wayne elements got better. This first season really showed that, oh yeah, you know, him and Alfred, they kind of have like not the best relationship. He's pretty much just like on the turn of a dime, like, yeah, criminals, they're going down. He decided this like at a young age, because they do like every Batman, Gotham, anything. Gotta revisit the night that the Waynes got murdered and stuff like that. You know, you see the trauma from Bruce's perspective, and it was like, okay, we're back to this old chestnut again. Okay, let's get to it. They did break an interesting element because there was a moment where Bruce kind of just on some like Damien from the Omen type shit just came to Alfred with just like, they're all gonna pay. All of them. They're gonna pay. It's like, let's see some more of those elements happen in season 2. Let's see it. One character who I was like, oh, interesting take on them was Harley Quinzel. Well, Dr. Harley Quinzel, she was in it. She didn't really become Harley Quinn, you know, like that. So she was okay, but again, she was Dr. Quinzel in a few episodes, and then like I think the midway point, something happened, and then she just fucked off. She was gone. Which is, like I said, I wish this series kind of like had an overarching thing, because I said it's still kind of like the war against Gotham and stuff like that, but it's kind of just like really all about Rupert Thor, you know. It's like, oh, the Penguin happened. You think like, oh, she's gonna come back for a later episode? Nope, only on episode 1, and that's it. But you hated Penguin being a female, then you don't gotta worry about seeing her ever again. Said animation wise, like I said, it did get a little bit not better, because it wasn't as swiftly done animation wise as the animated series or even Batman Beyond or even the Justice League. So it was kind of just like, again, kind of that Brave and the Bold type element. I've only watched a handful of Batman Brave and the Bold episodes. I'm just like, it reminds me of that. Plus, for an Amazon Prime show where I'm thinking like, you guys can get buck wild with this shit. There were like deaths in it, but it were like, again, kind of that like 90s censored death. People are getting shot left and right, and there are bullets going in people, but it's just like no blood, no holes or nothing. Maybe because it's 2024 and I'm just like, I'm used to my animations being bloody and gory and shit. Let Batman cook. So my real praise I give this whole season 1 is the fact that the last 2 episodes got to do with Harvey Dent's duality, because Harvey Dent does become Two-Face, and it's just like you see that descending him, like conflicting, like, you know, is he good Harvey, bad Harvey, and it's just downward spiral, and Bruce trying to like save Harvey and shit because he did a lot of things. It was just like, imagine like the Two-Face part 1 and 2 episodes from the animated series. Like a light version of that. The season finale was like, okay, this is some good shit, and I like that the most. That's like the only 2 episodes I remember the most from this series. Episode 1 with the female penguin, and the last 2 episodes with Harvey Dent, him becoming Two-Face. Yeah, not really after credit scene, just kind of like, yeah, the season ends with Batman being, you know, Batman. And then you see another character just kind of just like, I'm not going to talk about it now, I'll do another video, but it's just like, if you know anything Batman, you're going to be like, oh, of course, this character is coming in season 2. Of course. That being said, I think Batman the Crusader was not a terrible take on the Batman methods, stuff like that. I don't think it's a new aesthetic wise. It wasn't bad. There were a few great moments, but just not enough to really hold a candle or bring nothing new to the franchise as a whole. Like I said, if you really want your Batman fix, I'm sorry, the animated series is still like top dog. Which is funny because we haven't had like a new Batman animated anything in a long time. Like I said, I feel the only one that's kind of holding up to this without it being like part of the DCAU, probably the Batman. I feel like that was the one that was like, yeah, that's the only one to get it right. Everything else, like, where the Batman, now Batman Cape Crusader, pale imitations of what came before. The Batman Cape Crusader Season 1 is officially out now on Amazon Prime. Watch all 10 episodes. You're a Batman fan. Thank you. Have a good time with it. Not a Batman fan, then just watch episode 1 and then episode 9 and 10. And you'll be like, okay, that's all you need to watch. And now I'm good to go for the rest of my weekend. Leave your thoughts on it. Comment below. Let me know. Talk about it to you guys in the next video. I'm going to talk about Season 2 and who's going to be in that, even though you probably already know who's in it. So yeah, I'll just see you then. And as always, subscribe. Until next time.